Problem number 1 says, which of the following equations is not a polynomial? Explain your reasoning. You may choose more than one. And then for the equations that are polynomials, find the degree. A reminder that polynomials are expressions where we're adding or subtracting or multiplying terms that are written as some real number times x to the power of some whole number. So looking at part A, we've got y equals x squared over 3 plus x over 4. Now you may be thinking, well, is this following the format where we're multiplying some number to x raised to some power? And we are, because you could think of this as 1/3 times x squared plus 1/4 times x. And in both of these terms, the 1/3 x squared and the 1/4 x, we're multiplying some real number times x to the power of some whole number. So A is a polynomial, and it would have degree 2. The degree is just the biggest power of x. For part B, we've got y equals 7 to the power of x. This is not a polynomial because here x is our exponent and we cannot have that. Okay, for part C, y equals 3x minus 5 times x plus 2 times x minus 4 cubed. Although this is written in factored form and not standard form, if we were to expand it and write it in standard form, meaning if I were to use the distributive property or some generic rectangles to multiply this out, all of the terms would have this format. Okay? If you're unsure about that, you can expand this if you want to. And so this is a polynomial. And to find the degree, we've got to think about what the biggest power of x would be if we were to multiply this out. Just looking at the x minus 4 cubed, if you were to expand this, x minus 4 times x minus 4 times x minus 4, the biggest power you would have for x just for this part would be x cubed. Okay, and then now if you're going to think about multiplying 3x minus 5 times x plus 2 times x cubed plus or minus whatever the rest of that part of the polynomial looks like, you're going to have some term where you're multiplying 3x times x cubed, which is going to be 3x to the 5th power. Okay, that's the biggest term that you're going to have in this polynomial. And so this polynomial has degree 5. Okay, part D, y equals sine x. Not a polynomial. We can't have trig functions in our polynomials. And part E, we've got y equals root 7 times x squared. This is good, even though we have a square root of 7. Multiplied to our x squared, that is a real number, so that is okay. Looks like our only power here is 2, so this would have degree 2.